All right, season 6, episode 13. This is a big episode, yeah. Far East Side of the building. Far East Side of the building. You know, twist your fingers, bang, motherfucker, bang. You already know.
This be so disrespectful.
There it go. Look,
cool.
Shady couldn't help it. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's where the sun rise, man. Shout out to the East Side.
Indeed, man.
Yeah, the sun runs from over there. It spends the whole day trying to get away from
that shit.
Like
but listen, man.
That was good.
Shout out to
we'll come back for that.
Shout out to the Far East Side.
It sleeps on the West Side where it's safe.
Shout out to Shady for being here.
It's definitely not safe out here. It's not safe nowhere, nigga.
It's not safe anywhere.
Amazing freelance artist from the city, going crazy.
One of my favorites.
To have you.
Definitely one of my favorites.
Definitely.
Thank
Very
you.
cold. Let's give a round of applause for Shady, man. Shady the Art Lady.
Thank you.
Indeed. We appreciate you being here.
Big dollar sign.
Well, artists in general, I don't want to put that freelance on it, but
I don't know why you put that.
It means you get into the bag, though.
I am.
She said, yeah.
So that's why I said that, because that's what that means.
Is that what freelance means?
I mean, yeah, you can. I could do whatever you need. I'll do
free
it.
to
And
charge
you
whatever
gotta pay
the
me
fuck I
for it.
want.
Because I'm an artist too.
And you're gonna pay.
You're not like tied down to any like certain situation. Like, you do what you want, right?
That's what I don't. I'm not an artist. I have no idea.
I'm not an artist.
Yeah,
So like people come to me for my style instead of being like, "Oh, can you do this?" And you're like, "Yeah, I can try."
Yeah, for sure.
They're like, "Oh, I like your style. Do whatever." I'm like, "Okay."
We said that.
Yeah,
Those are our exact words.
We're working on something too.
Yeah.
Round of applause again for Shady, man, for being here, man.
Thank
We
you.
said, do whatever your mind does. We'll take it.
But it's not them putting you in a box and it's like, hold on, I can't direct your art. I'm not an artist. That's not fair.
And
you make it like this.
And they got to pay up front, don't they?
Depending on who I'm working with, it's either
That's
pay
fair.
all of it up front or like half down, half later.
Okay, all right, for sure.
I'm sure boys be trying to hit you with the no,
a little afterpay action.
Let's hop into it.
Indeed. With that being said, where can everybody find you, Shady?
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Shady Flocka, Flockadelic. Just Shady Flocka.
Are you on TikTok?
Yes, Shady Flocka on TikTok. My TikTok is actually...
Is it going crazy?
No, it's me being bored. I need to make some better content.
Yeah, I try a little harder.
It's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming.
I don't have one.
We got one.
TikTok is hard.
TikTok is like
It
fishing.
is.
Like you throw something out there, maybe it'll catch, maybe.
Right.
For me right now,
you can
TikTok
fish all
is
day.
more like...
Not catch nothing.
I enjoy posting on Instagram more. I enjoy watching TikTok more.
Creep.
For sure.
Okay.
Shout out to the algorithm.
Creeper.
The most TikTok views I got was like when I had a pet rabbit and I made a painting with him.
What was the rabbit's name?
Ice.
And what
Ice
happened?
Guap Thumper Bell.
That's a lot.
Okay. All right.
This
You
is
said
all
Land
past.
Santa.
This is all past tense. What happened to Buddy?
Oh, I had to give him away.
Oh, damn.
That's
damn.
better than...
That's better than something
They
else.
had to call
Yeah.
Rabbit DCS on you.
No, well, maybe.
Oh, man. You weren't a good rabbit mom. Is what it
It
sounds
wasn't
like.
What
me
happened?
that was doing any harm. Where we was staying at, I think he was getting harm while I was like at work, so I just gave him away to somebody else.
The dog ate him.
No, he was actually fighting my aunt's dog. I have a video. They was like hands up,
Okay.
Thumper.
nuts.
That's what's up, man. Well, hey, shout out to you being a pet owner.
Former.
Former.
Indeed. Till they called them boys on you. Had to get
Hey,
that
Peter will
up
pull
out
up
of
guns
there.
blazing.
Yeah, Peter will come see you about it.
Yeah, for sure. So, man, we always start off each interview with the pregame podcast pop quiz. Going to ask you just an array of questions. Do your best to answer them.
Got it.
It's the best of your abilities, and we'll get started with that.
I'll go first. What is your favorite piece of art ever that you didn't do? Your favorite painting?
Get your Googles out.
It's a piece by Frida Kahlo. It's called "What the Water Gave Me."
What the water gave.
Sound like it's fire.
Big
It
album.
is.
And dude, make sure y'all on Shady's Instagram when it's to this interview too. That's always important.
What the water gave me.
Water gave me.
I feel like
Hey.
I'm about to look it up too. What the water gave me.
The first thing I got was a white woman singing.
That ain't it.
But is this a bathtub?
It's probably fire.
It is a
'cause
bathtub
I got it.
with some toes.
That's like
With some
that song
toes.
probably fire. 'Cause Florence and the Machine fire.
The water gave me a pregnant woman.
This is it right here.
This is
Yeah,
it.
that's it.
This is
Wow,
very.
I like this.
Okay.
There's so much going on.
I'm sure it has a story.
Yeah, Frida Kahlo had a really fried
Empire
life.
State Building coming out of the.
I meant to watch her joint with Selma Hayek. I never got around to it. You seen
It's
that film?
good, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna listen
She was
to
the
the
like
wild
this.
before AD.
And I love that you had an answer. People be like, I mean, shit, you know.
shit.
I'm like, art, bro, you got to have something you love.
That's real.
Real specific what he was doing over
That
there.
piece inspires like how I kind of go into my art now when I am creating.
It's tight.
Yeah.
I like that.
Okay,
For sure.
so if there's any person or event or situation you could depict in your art that you haven't done yet, what would it be?
Heat.
Wait, say that question again.
If there's a person or an event that you could depict in your art that you have not done yet, what would it be?
Ooh. I would try to recreate, like the Marvin Gaye cover art, like it's like a party and like the black people.
Yes.
Yeah.
We learned that artist's name too.
Yeah, we didn't
Hey,
remember it.
We
though.
don't remember it.
His
Shout out
last
to
name
Fizz.
might be Barnes.
Yep.
He did Good Times.
Yep.
Yes.
Art by Fizz put us on. He was telling us about
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
That
This
is-
motherfucker dancing
That
like
picture
that.
is on a million black people's walls.
Yeah, it's
For
everywhere.
sure.
It's in barbershops all across America. Indeed.
So my question is, you've been commissioned to do a portrait of an individual. Your agent hit you up, say, we got this person. Who is your dream version of that scenario?
I just asked that question.
Not really.
A portrait of somebody. I don't know. I don't really like doing portraits.
I was going to ask actually the second part of that, because would you still do it in your aesthetic to where it's like you kind of do like the blank face with the eyes?
yeah.
Would you still do it that way?
Yeah, actually, I'd probably do like Bob Marley.
Okay. Shout out to Bob Marley.
Yeah, I've been really into like texture and doing locks.
Okay.
Well, I want to paint some locks. I've been doing them on my iPad.
What's your favorite Bob song?
I don't got one.
It's fair.
We just got the same birthday, that's all.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
tight.
She basically said his music is just cool.
Well,
I'm gonna be honest with you.
I like the man more than the music,
Yeah.
perhaps.
I mean, it's a vibe, you know.
You got that song with Lauryn Hill that's crazy.
Oh yeah, that's
You think
probably
about Marley,
the
you
only
start
one
doing
I know.
this.
Turn Your Lights Down Low is crazy.
Was Bob really a part of that, or was he gone by then?
He was
gone.
gone.
He was gone.
Right there,
Waiting
but
in
that's
Vain.
they family.
Waiting in
Yeah.
Vain is a fire song.
They family by like marriage or by
They
like.
still. So your brothers and sisters-in-law is not family?
Funny story. I remember her. Yes, they are. But for a while, I didn't acknowledge that. I remember we was talking about her nieces and nephews, and I kept saying your nieces and nephews, and she was like, "Them your nieces and nephews too." I was like, "No, they're not."
And that's fair.
That's a rookie marriage.
You,
Family,
you really
man.
don't do like outside kids though. That's not your thing.
Nah, not necessarily. No. Except me and Mila was chilling. Shout out to Pat. But no. But yes, by marriage, they're family, kind of. I suppose.
You suck at this. That's, You can't. It just sounds so bad. When you
She's
say it
like married to like Junior Gong or something like that. She's not even. She had a kid, I think, maybe.
That's
what's
why
up.
she left the Fugees. She was in love with that nigga. They were together.
I want to know your favorite album of all time and why.
Songs About Jane by Maroon 5.
Oh, that's a heater too.
Okay.
He respects that.
That's I've never heard anybody say that.
Yeah.
D Love, is that on there?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Sunday Morning Rain is called. Hey, it's a lot. It's a lot of heat.
Gotcha.
I like when he gets energized by answers.
He'll be here tonight.
He gonna be here
Song
tonight.
off there though. Just I think we used
Sunday
to play
morning.
it when I had my mall job a long time ago.
Sunday morning. It's
Can you
classic.
sing it?
Sunday morning rain has fallen.
Oh, that is fire.
That's got the This Love on it too, right?
Yeah.
Love.
That's a jam. I like that
Taking
one.
this
That's a banger.
toll
That's
on me. She said, "I'm singing this bitch with this song's
Yeah.
about." This motherfucker keep playing with me, and I don't know what she wants.
Them big TJ Maxx vibes. Maroon
Yeah.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
on, it was
Putting
on
clothes
Liz
on the
playlist
rack.
back in the day, man.
That was me.
He was really trapping out. He
I
really
was
been in
a
these
TJ
retail
Maxx
trenches.
Marshalls nigga. That's where I came up in the trenches at. Then I went to Liz.
Look at you, blessed.
Yeah, going
Yeah.
crazy now.
TJ Maxx. I
a
don't know if
vibe.
TJ Maxx could afford you this.
They couldn't.
That's a really good album.
It is fire. All right, man. Listen, round of applause for Shady for being here,
Yes.
man. Amazing artist,
Thank you.
putting the city on in a major way. We appreciate you kicking it with us. So I want to know, as you think about back to your origin story, what was that moment you kind of realized, like, okay, I got some talent when it comes to doing art?
I literally was about to give up on art. Like, I gave a whole bunch of paintings away for free on Twitter.
Damn.
And like 20, had to be like 2016.
Man,
I wasn't tapped in yet.
And now you need them back because it's like, damn, I let some heat
you
go.
let some gems go.
I sure did. Someone was messing with my ego. Like, I guess I wasn't getting paid, or I didn't know how to communicate, like, pay me for my art.
Mm-hmm.
And I submitted some artwork that I had given away to the Amber Rose Slut Walk, and then I got noticed that my art was in it, and I was like, oh, I guess I should be doing this.
That's tight.
Shout out to the Slut Walk.
Shout out to Amber
Shout
Rose,
out to the
man.
hoes.
21 Savage being there is still some of the funniest shit of all
Shout out to
time.
the hoes.
Shout out
sure.
to the hoes.
Indeed, 304s. Yes.
Search that hashtag on Instagram as well.
Put in your calculator.
Really?
Yeah,
What's the hashtag?
304.
304. Oh,
That ain't before you. You used to do that.
What?
You ain't type 304 in your calculator
Yeah,
and flip
turn
that
it
bitch upside down.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Boobless? All them.
Damn.
You can definitely type boobless on
Yeah.
the calculator.
Yep. It's
I
a
typed
7.
boob, but not boobless.
Boobless.
Boobless is a weird thing to type.
Yes.
7355.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sad estate. It's a sad affair to be boobless.
I just did boobies, not boobless.
Yes, that's weird.
We did them all, man. We started.
Yeah.
When you lock in the calculator, nigga,
Yeah, I had T9 with y'all's calculators. You
Playing
can't do shit like
Scrabble.
that.
anything but pay attention in
This nigga
class.
definitely was playing Wordle back in
Definitely.
04.
Yeah. Gross. That's what's up, man. So one thing that sticks out to me about your art is it's unique. And I feel like it's very hard to where you find an artist that has a particular style, but yours, sticks out right away. You kind of have these simplified objects, but then they have so much meaning in the way that they look and the way they present themselves. You also see a lot of the theme of the butterfly connecting to a lot of your art. It's very happy. It makes me happy when I look at your artwork, your pieces.
Even the sad shit.
Even the sad stuff,
the
man,
butterfly
it's
shit
vibrant.
is technically
it's bright.
sad.
Where does that come from? Where does your style come from, would you say?
In 2019, that's when I discovered the style. I did the To Pimp a Butterfly painting. And I really was just trying to, I kept looking at this picture and I'm like, damn, it's really sad how they got niggas hanging and then, pointing and laughing. It was bothering me for a long time.
Yeah.
And there's a backstory to that.
Make sure y'all look that up on the Instagram right now. Because the painting's fire.
I just
those
wanted
listening.
to depict black people, especially black men, in a way that, damn, I ain't gotta look at you hanging like this. I want to look at you in a glorified way. And I used the butterfly to say, actually, the last, what's the last song on To Pimp a Butterfly where he's talking to
Mortal
Tupac?
Man.
Yeah, Mortal Man. That poem is
That's
the
his
description.
Bible.
Yeah.
He got a bachelor's degree in
Tomorrow, man.
He's ready.
It's
Yeah.
7 minutes and 27 seconds long.
Yeah, but so you know how you like the caterpillar and the butterfly?
Yeah, he talks to Tupac, wraps it up beautifully.
Yeah, so that's essentially what it is.
He's literally like,
Nah.
give me more. I'll show you. I'll tell you the whole goddamn album.
If you skip fast enough, you can get to that song.
But
It's
you
a
gonna
solid
get
So
there.
your butterfly it's fire. In my opinion, it's one of the more important projects of the black community.
I love Kendrick Lamar. It's just one of my
Yeah.
least favorites of his
For sure.
releases.
Okay.
But shout out to that.
Damn,
And so from then on, you took that particular aesthetic and then started to apply that more and more into your pieces.
Yeah, because it I don't know, it made sense when the riots started to happen. It was because
Yes.
I think his name's Drayshawn.
Drayshawn Reed,
Yeah, okay.
Rest in peace.
RP.
That's when I got the chance to do a mural downtown for
Yep.
protect these companies with these wooden boards and shit.
And you can find, is that mural still available?
No, they took it down.
Okay, but it was on South Meridian for a long time.
It was on Mass Ave.
You
Nice.
had another
Okay.
joint over by corporate he's talking about.
Yeah. that's
Oh,
what
that
I'm
one's
talking
still
about.
there. Yeah, that one's still there.
Okay.
That's low key, it told it on itself. It's like a memory of my dad type shit.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. I just, again, for me, the fact that you've been able to become an artist and also, get to this level where your artwork is then seen. It's real. It's available to you. It's you can go downtown and actually see it. That's amazing to me. So major kudos to that.
Thank you.
And I'm glad you didn't give up in 2016 and,
Me neither.
throw it all away. because the best is yet to come. So right now, you're just coming off an event, Wandering Through the Shade. But this is the fourth installment of Wandering Through the Shade, which is crazy. Good round of applause for that, man.
Part 4.
It's crazy, man. We're on part 4 already, Wandering Through the Shade.
A lot of people just do one. They one and done.
One and done, man. But you on dedication part 4. That's crazy.
That's where it gets bad.
Really?
For Wayne.
Stop.
Yeah.
That's so ridiculous.
Dedication 4 got at least 2 on it though.
Man.
That's where it goes downhill for Mr. Carter.
Yeah.
You have a problem.
No, he had a problem.
He hates Lil Wayne.
There's
Hate
some
You hate
fire
Lil Wayne?
tracks.
I don't hate Lil Wayne.
Yes,
They
he
say
does.
He
that.
hates Lil Wayne.
I look at Lil Wayne for what he is these days.
No.
He's a junkie.
Yes.
He can rap though. What the fuck?
It's unfortunate. But yeah, Dedication 4 wasn't a good project. And 5 was really
Say
bad.
like you weren't ready for all this. It's a lot, man.
Both of those tapes got heaters on it.
Okay.
Green Ranger's on one of them.
But now it's not about me.
Green Ranger's definitely dedication for.
Ranger's definitely on there, man. But it's not even about Lil Wayne.
No.
He got
This is about, it's about Shady.
It is.
But
Respect my nigga, man.
shout out to you for being on your 4th installment of this amazing art series.
Thank you.
Can you please walk us through the development of Wandering Through the Shade and what that means? When I actually go, because you can actually check out Wandering Through the Shade right now.
Yes.
At this
So you
very
can go
moment.
All
tomorrow.
month
It's available. What should I envision or keep in mind as I'm wandering through the shade in your latest installment?
This is what 25 looks like for Sade Bell. So I literally took every dark moment and some of my happiest moments and like told a story. Like I specialize in storytelling when I paint. So
So is there a way to take it in? Like, should I walk in and kind of hit this way and then kind of go around the room, or am I free to kind of just wander?
you're free to wander. That's why it's a play on words. My first name is spelled like the word shade. So shout out to Casey. He actually came up with the title.
The icon?
He came
Shout out
up
to Casey. What up,
shout out to Casey. He came up with this in like 2018.
Mhm.
I was like, I want to do a show, but I don't know what to call it. He's like, call it Wandering Through the Shade. I was like, nigga, that's good.
That's fire.
That play.
Big high
You should
vibes.
charge for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. You probably owe Casey a little money for that, actually.
Yeah, maybe later.
Maybe later.
Later.
Nah, he gave you that.
Yeah.
You don't owe him, but he gave you that.
Casey,
That's-
my dog.
gifts
for
are real.
He gave that to me.
Here, take this.
Wandering through
So
the
as
shade.
you venture through Shady's Instagram, which I hope you all are doing now, as you kind of look at all her pieces and her artwork, is there a particular person or being or someone who inspires your work the most to kind of get you in that creative mode?
My grief,
Okay.
not a person, really. Well, my grief is a part of me, so me.
Okay.
That's deep.
So what does it look like? So it's Tuesday. You're gonna do some art today. Like, what is your process like? Like, what's your setup like? What's the vibe like when you get ready to do a piece?
Well, it really is sporadic. Actually, let me take that back. So I could be listening to somebody talk about something. I'm like, I want to see how this looks visually. Like if I'm listening to music, like especially, I would say Lil Wayne.
Shout out to Wayne. Favorite Wayne. Since we hear favorite Wayne mixtape. What you got?
She only 25, so she might have missed some of the
probably
heat.
say like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Damn.
After her
The
time.
Carter
Three.
2. The
Yeah.
Carter 2 is not a mixtape, but that's what
But
I'll
it's
go
one
back
fire.
to.
That's
the
the
greatest-
magnum opus
crazy.
for that
Okay.
brother.
It's the greatest
there.
gangster
Yes.
rap album. That
My
ever came out.
sister was a fan of Lil Wayne. I was a fan of Chris Brown, and we was like, yo, nigga, a crackhead. She was like,
Yo, nigga,
Yo,
do fentanyl, my nigga.
yeah, that's
Both them
literally what it
niggas
was.
smoke this shit.
They get high together now. So.
Honestly, for one of them niggas, crack is just
Yeah.
a warm up.
Yo,
So-
nigga, beat your face in.
Pretty much.
Yo, nigga got leggings on.
Oh,
Such
man.
a sibling fight.
Damn, you
Well,
think,
the nigga you
you
like.
think the OG Chris Brown album is a classic, don't you?
I do.
Yeah, because it's fire.
Because
It is good. It's a beautiful R&B.
It's amazing.
So
It's the best one.
it's a question.
Ain't no way I'm gonna let you down.
Got some fire B-sides on that. C to the H to the R. Y'all never heard? Y'all don't know that one.
I've actually never listened to Chris Brown front to back.
That's a shame.
It's crazy.
Oh, you tripping.
What are you doing?
Tonight.
What I do is I come in here and be honest with y'all. Y'all make fun of me every time I do it.
Yeah, do that. Well, you should do that tonight, though.
You should listen to it front to back.
I think
Run
you
exclusive.
like it.
Run exclusive.
I'm sure I would have. I just wasn't in.
Run exclusive.
I was listening to rap music at the time.
Me too,
so,
but-
so the question, I feel like I asked it to like hip hop artists a lot. Some of our favorite artists, like their struggle or like when they're like going through shit is when they get the best stuff from them. But like, and you just mentioned like a lot of times your grief is what kind of drives what you got going on. I don't want to say like, do you fear it, but we rather you be in a happy place. But is the work gonna then reflect that, and you feel like you're gonna lose your spark if it's not driven by like some of that like sadness or just being in the moment?
Oh, no. Not at all. I feel like whatever I give you, if you like it, you like it. If you don't, so be
Fuck
it.
you. I
Yeah.
got you. Okay.
Pretty much.
That's fair to say.
That is. We used to, because you talk about niggas like, who was just talking about? Like Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar going, like, you don't get to Pimp a Butterfly if he's not going through shit. You get, like, I don't know, something else.
Way more crazy.
Or one of my favorite artists is Big Crit. Like, the Forever's a Mighty Long Time has, like, some deep, like, darker shit on there.
It does.
And then when he's not in that mode, you might get other things that maybe you weren't looking for at the time because you'd rather he be in that mindset of,
Say
like,
the name of the album.
Yeah.
relax. In that mindset of
Oh, you don't
other
even know the
shit.
name of the album?
I know the name of the album.
Okay.
But to that point, this is this. And then sometimes the niggas can be grieving, like a J. Cole, and you might get a 4 Your Eyes Only. It's like, damn, nigga, brighten up. Like, we didn't want this. So I guess it depends. But for you to feel like grief is more or less kind of a driving force for you, I think it's interesting because it can be good to always be in a state like mentally like that, but it's producing great things. So how do you balance it?
Well, this would be my first time actually experiencing grief at 25. Like, I had never seen it up close. So, like, this is how I'm telling the world, this is how I dealt with it. This is what happened to me when the shit hit the fan. So, I guess this is, like, my To Pimp a Butterfly album. Like, this show is dedicated to me witnessing grief for the first time. Because anything before that, it's like, oh, I was sad. Or this was like a moment, or I can paint something happy and I can go paint something sad. But now I'm like, no, I actually gotta sit and feel these emotions. And when I put it on a canvas, it's something else.
That's real.
Do you if when you're in your season of grief, do you feel obligated to work during that time period? Because like for me, it's like, and I'm probably totally wrong here. I feel like he said, when rappers and shit go through stuff, that's when they do some of their best work. And I'm like, I feel like when Nipsey Hussle died, a lot of people, like you have Jay Stone, he come out, spit his heart out on the track, and it's one of the greatest things I've ever heard.
Get your point off. I know where you're going.
So it's like, I feel like niggas need to do that. Let it out in your work and see what you can do. But I may be wrong for saying, nah, nigga, you need to do that.
He felt like not enough niggas rapped about Nipsey Hussle when he died.
Oh.
He said verses were missing.
Yeah, no, why Kendrick Lamar doesn't have a Nipsey Hussle verse is absurd. So, I'm sorry. But I want to know how you feel about that.
I'm sorry, what was your question?
Do you feel obligated to work during your grief?
Oh, no.
Okay.
I feel like I'm obligated to let yourself be sad, my nigga. Because I feel like I don't get many moments to actually let myself be sad because I gotta work or I gotta learn how to survive or I gotta go get this.
Gotta make shit shake still.
Yeah.
The world don't stop.
The world do not stop. That's the part that probably pissed me off the most.
Can I ask, why are you drawn to bright colors? I mean, that is a legit focal point of your artwork. It's something that, you know, every single time almost you're going to go with that brightest orange or that brightest yellow. Why is that important to you and your artistry?
It seduces the darkness that's really inside.
I was going to ask because typically you say
That's
you
a
work
bar.
in grief. You're going to think dark, but you actually go away from that like, no, I'm grieving and I don't want y'all to know. You're going to see it in my art without knowing it.
It's amazing, man. It's soothing. all your pieces are very soothing. And so
that's ironic. I'm gonna tell my shady origin story. So shout out to Felicia. We she had an event in
Big Fee.
Fountain Square like years ago. It was like an art show of some sort. And I'm walking through it. I look to my left and there's a titty on the wall. Yep, see?
He said, "Oh, I should have been there."
Not like
Was you
titties,
Did you
drilling?
pull up
But
the
a-
Instagram?
a single
Is
titty.
it blue titty?
Nope. It
I
was
saw
like a,
something. I saw a big pair of blue titties earlier.
you have multiple then, I guess. Because there was one where it was just one
That is
titty.
the iconic titty. I've painted titties
Look, hold on, let me
after
look.
that.
Yeah.
I paint titties.
There's blue titty coming up right here. Blue titty right there. You gotta look quick.
Nah, them lacking
titty right
compared
there.
to the one I saw.
No.
Either way, it was eye
supposed
catching. I'm walking through an event, and there's an actual titty on the wall. And I was like, damn, that is a realistic looking titty. That's a great titty. Who painted this titty? And you were like on the wall. I was like, you know what?
Oh,
You're talented. Yep,
that
that's
the
the
titty?
one.
That's the
a nice
titty.
titty.
I
That's
painted that when I was
literally
at
a tough titty.
UPS. I was working at UPS. I painted
Damn,
that.
she the
in back.
ops.
Shout out to my niggas
What
in them
can
trenches.
Flex
Nah, shout out to my niggas in them trenches.
But to the point I was joking about, but that was like it stuck. I was like, wow, she's really talented. And then you had also the Pimp Butterfly piece as well. But like those are my two favorite ones. I don't know what it is about that one besides the obvious, but it like jumps off the wall at you in a setting. But that's how I ran the shade the very first time was at a Felicia event. I was like, wow, okay, I think I followed you that night. Like, okay, let me keep an eye on that. But it's just funny because
A lot of people enjoy that piece.
is it sold?
A lot of
already?
people like
I mean,
titties.
I couldn't keep it in the crib or anything.
A lot of
I've
people
never
like
painted a titty
Put
better
it down
than
here.
that titty.
I can't.
And I imagine it's difficult to paint a good titty.
It is.
I bet it
So
is.
hard. That was
I
my
bet
first time
it is.
painting a titty. So the first time you get it, it's like, can I do it again?
Do another one. That ain't it.
No.
Ah, shit. I can't get the titty back.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I bet it's hard to get a good titty on wax.
On canvas.
It is.
But you did
Shout
it.
out to the
She
oil
said-
painters. They can do titties. I paint in acrylic, but oil painters can get it
Okay,
done.
all right. Shout out to acrylic, man. That's what's up.
I don't really paint.
Sorry for
anything.
derailing the interview.
No,
But
that's a good story.
that's
I had to
a
get
great
that off.
question.
It's important.
It wasn't even a question. There was no
Yeah.
point to make.
That was a series like I did. I was like maybe my first series. I painted 3 women and I called them virgins, but they didn't look like virgins.
Oh.
Who owns
Gotcha.
that painting? You know who has that?
The other 2 or the
Just
Felicia?
the important one.
The Felicia. I said.
I'm really gonna have to jump Felicia
has
because
that
she
one.
has 2. She had the Pimp Butterfly too, right? Or no?
Who does?
Felicia.
No. she
Okay.
doesn't. She has one of the pieces she has is in the show right now. It's on loan from her. It's called Waves Don't Die.
On loan.
Shout out to
You
Breezy.
had to pay her for that.
Nah, she owns it, but she let her borrow it back.
Oh,
So it's
man,
like
that's-
it's like
So
both
people-
theirs.
But she can let me get that back at the end of March.
So
Right.
like, I hope when when people have my art and I transition and they loan it to museums, they cut my family a check.
Is that how that works? You
I
loan
would
art to
hope how
museums?
that my estate, whoever
Yeah, you
is in
wanna catch a
charge.
brick.
of-
People have
Yeah.
estates, they got bags. That's bag talk.
Yeah.
When my estate get my shit, that's that bag
Yeah.
talk.
I probably won't get nothing off that though.
Speaking of museums, you're actually working on an amazing project. It's going to be at a legendary campus in the city. It is. Shout out to Butler University. Round of applause. This is crazy. Round of applause for this.
Yeah. She got a mural on Butler's campus.
Shady will be the first, correct me if I'm wrong,
Okay.
the first black artist to be featured on Butler University's campus
Man.
Yes, with a permanent mural.
with a permanent mural.
That's amazing and it's
That's
problematic.
crazy.
Kudos. That's just lets people know it's
Yeah,
real
we
deal.
not-
Also,
yeah.
Butler, that's a shame. It's 2022.
Yeah, man,
Butler
it
been
took us
around
so
a long.
man.
Butler Targeted been around for a
Yeah.
long time.
Shout out to the Black
white people are
Hub
getting hip
at
now.
Butler though.
Yeah, shout out to the Black Hub, man.
They taking
for-
care of their students.
Indeed. When can we, or what can we expect from this particular piece, if you don't mind telling
Anything
us
you
too
can
much?
It's about community and traveling together. Remember that you'll never be alone when you're journeying through life.
Are the ancestors going to be there?
Yes, they are.
Shout out to
Okay,
them.
I love them. Those are some of my favorites.
I got some gifts for y'all, but they're actually being cooked. But yeah,
Okay.
Okay.
Is there enough for
Shout out
everybody?
to our gifts coming. Okay, listen, this is a great segue.
Okay.
So I love the fact that you talk about the ancestral lands. So you even had a whole collection dedicated to Wandering Through the Shade, based on making sure that you highlight our ancestors. So
oh, my Instagram is right back there.
the ancestral collection is the name of it.
Hey, the left titty always fire. Left titty's crazy.
I'm gonna have to investigate that. I don't know.
That
Both
left
of
titty
them
get a
do
lot
be just
more.
fine.
I like both too, but the left titty special always.
All right,
Why?
that's fine.
Weird. I don't know.
They like identical twins, or
Nah,
Sometimes.
they,
no.
they're not.
Yeah.
No, they're not.
Sometimes.
They're
One's
not.
T and one's Samara.
they are
you know what I mean?
they are fraternal.
Fraternal twins.
Yeah, titties are fraternal for sure. They look alike.
Yeah,
They look.
They got the same parents.
One's JT, one's Carisha. They're the city
Yeah.
girls, and that's okay.
Indeed. Why
Is the
are
left Carisha or JT?
It depends on
on
which
the
doctor
day.
you went to.
You never know.
Yeah, we'll build
Depending
a
which
little
doctor.
work on
Yeah,
it.
depending on which
Alrighty.
doctor you went to that day.
Right. Who's a better performer?
All right.
JT.
Carisha don't want to be there.
Yeah, one of them hates. They hate the fact that they do this.
This is
full-time.
JT's dream. Carisha just come
Yeah,
along
Chris
for
wants
the
to be
ride.
a teacher, but she can't.
Yeah.
It's over now.
Well,
So
you were asking about the ancestors, though.
yeah, man, the ancestral collection. Where does that come from? Are you someone who's passionate about history? Are you passionate about Black history, etc.? Why did you decide to make sure you depict that? It's very empowering. Whenever I see your ancestral aesthetic or your ancestral pieces, I feel like, damn, it makes me feel good. Makes me feel proud.
it comes from me not. I know my ancestors, but I don't know my ancestors. So it's like I can't paint your
Me too.
face type
Right.
shit because niggas was dropped off and
Stolen, then dropped.
Stolen, dropped off.
The nigga that drove the boat back was a dickhead, if you think about it. All right, y'all. Got your leg going back to them?
Oh man, they said I just brought y'all. They wasn't gonna pay me, but I could go.
The boats didn't stay. They had to go back to get some more.
Yeah, they were getting bags.
Wash that motherfucker out and get back to it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Crazy.
He definitely
He
had
had
a
watch it at all.
But some people say stolen or given away
sold, for sure.
by niggas that look like them.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a
Either
reason
way.
for that though. I hate when we say that.
Oh,
you're
you about
right.
to attack you?
But I hate when boys be trying to put out they hat. We sold each other. Yeah, but there was a reason behind that, man. Add
What was
proper
the
context, man.
What was the reason?
It was an arms race, man, at the time. You know what I'm saying? Survival of the fittest. They were
This
trying to
ain't a
survive
city.
the best they could by getting as much resources they could. And this white man was presenting that to them. And so they were eating that shit up.
Yeah, they
Which
put
is
up,
the human thing to
they
do.
put up with
But
some sugar. Niggas never need sugar.
Sugar.
that ain't what it was. It was guns and
Damn,
gold and shit like
take
that.
these niggas.
That ain't what it was. man. Y'all gotta say they
They
drinking
pulled
more,
up with some
man.
fucking rhubarb
Yeah,
and
the
niggas just
rhubarb.
couldn't.
I just don't like the people. They try to bring that as the Joker
said
and niggas. We
asparagus?
sold each other. Nah, man. That slavery shit was fucked up. But,
Oh shit! They know what to do.
You got more of this? You can have whoever you want, my nigga.
Imagine how many niggas you can get for a crate of sugar cane and one pistol.
Shit,
Take them niggas.
a whole plantation
nigga,
work.
they ain't need sugar cane, but the guns.
They didn't
and the
know they
gold-
needed sugar cane. They had gold already. Huh? Yes, ma'am. Here you go.
Thank you.
Damn, that's crazy because it probably was some sugar cane. Nah, sugar cane was over here.
It
I'm
was
lying.
gold. Have y'all ever been to the African American Museum in DC?
No, I
I'm
need to
going-
go.
I'm going in
Smithsonian.
this
I've
month.
not been.
Y'all need to go.
I'm geeked.
Wake up early in the morning and get your ticket online.
I'm trying to do it in advance, damn,
Yeah.
but they make it difficult.
But guess what?
You really
That's what they
can't do it
said.
in advance.
This come from over there,
Gotta
but
do it
we
other
need, we
day.
need more. We need them to
Yeah.
get some more. Run it.
That's crazy because
Yeah,
sugar
for sure.
That'll put
But
a
back-
lot of.
Back to your point though, Shady,
Okay.
about the ancestral collection. Why was it important for you to continue to depict those images?
Because I tried to research my ancestors and I get mixed stories from great aunties and my grandmother, and none of it line up.
we're losing recipes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for
Oh,
sure.
Well, they just don't know.
Who gonna make the
They
dressing?
don't know, and I don't think they like to admit that they don't know. So this is just my homage. I'm painting whoever came before me.
You just know they was black
That's fire.
Yeah.
with their white robes.
Yeah.
White
The
Rose.
good
Somebody
kind.
called them the congregation.
That's not
Yeah,
bad.
I like that. I like that.
It's got a Sunday
that spin
service
on
vibe
it,
to
too.
Yeah.
it. Without the, the
That's crazy because you don't know. I feel like we can go Rough and I can go as far as Mississippi. I know that, and that's
my family's definitely from Mississippi. My grandfather's family,
and that's all we. After that gets murky,
muddy.
I can just go to DC. My grandmother and her father, my great grandfather, I should say, are from DC, and then my great grandmother was from Indy.
Gotcha.
I will say, my great grandma worked in the White House for Reagan.
Okay.
They got a picture together. I actually got that.
That's tight.
But I don't got it.
I mean, kind of tight.
They probably they called her. Reagan wasn't that nigga.
He wasn't.
Just look at you
So
posing with that
know.
motherfucker out there.
Yeah, Nancy was shitty.
Nancy was
I
definitely
hope you
shitty.
treated her well, man.
Nancy was sucking dick. She don't care.
No. she
She was.
Nancy was sucking that cock. She don't care nothing about none of
She
that.
definitely had that mouth
Don't care
on
nothing
her.
about no
Forgot
picture.
about her. That happened
Yeah,
earlier.
Nancy had a problem.
Yeah, Nancy
Yeah.
was
Jawbone.
Yeah, pulling up to Hollywood.
call your jama.
Yeah, he used to
She
call you
was
jawbone.
offering therapy.
He was a lucky
neck
man.
therapy.
Yeah.
Classic scene.
That's why Reagan put a ring on it.
Yeah, she probably.
I
She
even remember
probably
that
took
name.
that. It was small. He said, "Oh, I'm gonna marry you, girl."
You gonna be my
I got
first
to have you.
lady.
Yeah.
Gotta make it a
Put him
first
to
lady.
sleep. That's crazy. Nancy, I need you taking that. Come over here.
Big snooze.
All right.
Okay.
Sorry.
Ancestors to head is
We
crazy.
have fun here. That's what we do.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I'm enjoying myself.
I might be making a bad connection because it's clearly not where you were going with it. But if you look at like your To Pimp a Butterfly, the crowd looks like that's not who they were, but it puts you in the mind of like where you started to where you got to with the ancestors. It's like the blacked out figures got the white figures, the clothes on, but clearly it was different.
Yeah.
Is that like a foreshadow of what you end up turning them into?
Yeah, kind of me not knowing, but basically the white inside is a pure soul. And looking at the actual photos, like demons, bad, very dark people, scary. I don't know what the fuck going on here, but I just want to take that and turn it into something better. Something.
And that's what you have.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. So I want you. What advice do you have? I always ask this question, especially for people that are really out here doing their thing, and which you are definitely doing. What advice you have for artists that may feel like, man, I have this art, I have this talent, but I don't know how to make it make sense for me financially. Can you kind of just walk us through that process of, getting your artwork out there and then it being respected enough to where you're then able to make money off of it?
Get out of isolation. You with art comes business at this point. So I fought hella hard. I don't care about the money. It's not about the money. It's about the money when you're evicted. You need some food. You got to pay bills. It's about the money. And people like what you do. And you don't know why they like what you do, but you keep giving stuff away for free. It was backwards. So I stopped being to myself with my art, and I started to share it with people, or I speak highly of it. I don't speak down on it.
Hey, no, it's cool. It's phenomenal.
It's just all right. It's not
Yeah,
really-
this
Nah,
police
my shit
officer-
hard.
This piece is perfect.
I got a story for y'all. This police officer, black guy from Ohio, he was like, "Oh, so you're a painter?" I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Oh, let me see." Showed him. He was like, "Oh, you're good." I was like, "No, I'm great." He was like, "Damn, you not humble? You got to be humble." I was like,
Damn,
"No,
Kanye.
I don't." Because I
fuck
said
you.
I'm
Fuck
great.
12.
I don't know who you are, but I'm great. He's like, "Oh, whatever." Well, bitch, you ain't got like my art.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be.
Move
You're good.
around.
No, I'm not good. I'm better than
I
that.
wanted to ask, shout out to Gang Gang. You were one of the feature artists at Butter, correct? So we talked to Fitz about Butter, and he was talking about how much Butter kind of opened his eyes up to like what his pieces can really go for. Like, so for you, was that like an eye-opening experience to what art can really become for y'all?
Oh, for sure. It made so much sense. And then you like more than 75% of the artwork sold in that whole weekend.
And the price tags were out of my range.
Boy. We just had, I was one of the people that just had to take pictures by it.
Yeah.
Hey, babe.
You see this one? This one look good, though.
Give me right here with. Can they see it?
Man.
Okay.
I changed the prices on my pieces I put in there because I was like, I gotta sell something. And then I was like walking around seeing what everybody had theirs. I was like, oh fuck, I think I priced too low.
Yeah.
And my shit didn't even sell till literally an hour before the last day.
Damn.
You sold out?
It got hot.
It's like,
I'm cool.
yeah.
I'm cool.
I seen that.
I want them
They
stickers
put a
too.
little sticker on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
Sometimes that parlay don't hit to the last minute.
Yeah, it do. Gotta be in the fourth quarter
I don't
sometime.
like that. I
Y'all
don't
really?
like that.
Yeah.
Last minute, I was like,
Fourth quarter scoring.
nah.
And they're
That
walking back and forth. Then they don't fuck with that one. I just knew they was gonna fuck with
To
that
Pimp a Butterfly sold it better, actually.
Yeah, it was fire.
It sold it
I
better.
remember being drawn to that piece, and
one. Well,
we talked about it.
you was seeing them letters that was like, "This is my shit." Even if it wasn't good, which it is amazing. You was gonna like anything caught up in a butterfly.
You start rapping how much a dollar costs and shit.
Yeah, you was gonna like that. You was gonna like that. But you were right this time. The shit was fire.
We gonna be all right.
You sound just like
He
it.
does, man. He was good at that shit.
Oh my gosh. I thought he was actually pushing a button for an echo, but
No.
Nah, that's just
I
got it.
have unnecessary talents. They're not worth anything.
oh,
maybe one day.
Nope.
one day somebody will.
I'm not gonna ever get paid for
sound
sounding like Kendrick Lamar on us or we or me or you.
Mm.
For one of them songs. What's it called? You?
You.
Yeah, it's called
Whatever
You.
that shit called.
I had to sound like that because I really fuck with Kendrick Lamar. I do heavily.
Yeah, Butter was great though.
But it was phenomenal. You're an esteemed artist here in the city. What is your perspective on the art culture here in Indianapolis?
It's okay. You can be honest.
Tell us. Be honest. Go ahead.
These niggas not me.
It's growing and it's beautiful. I'm actually super excited. I feel like it's a black renaissance almost, because I thought I was the only one for a moment, but not to sound like conceited. I didn't see anybody else, but then you start getting outside, you're like, oh, you exist, and oh, I seen your art, and you start communicating. Now it's like building relationships,
community
and stuff.
out there.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
it's
got
a
the
whole
group text.
community you can find. I'm not even saying outside of like white organizations, but like in the black community of artists, like dope, talented people. Like
Art's getting love out here, especially in the city. I feel like you got Artway, you got Butter, you got other events that like Felicia throwing events for art. Like people
Yeah,
are trying
Style by
to do
Yeah,
art for real.
It's definitely an amazing.
But it probably definitely brings the niggas that's not really talented out as well because shit, they doing art show. I'm going to put art out there too. So.
yeah, like
They was gatekeeping. They wouldn't try to put my shit in there.
So
They was hating on me, big bro.
What you think
Niggas
about
don't fuck
that
with colored
piece? What you
pencils.
think about that piece over there?
it's a mic and someone.
There's a microphone. The
Is
hand
that
is
a
black.
person holding up a
It
mic?
took me
and
a while to
on
get there too, but it is.
Okay, that's powerful. He got something to say, I guess.
I don't know why he
appreciate
served
that.
himself up like that. I never noticed you did the Sambo lips on Buddy at the bottom.
I did.
Yeah, why you got
That was one of my aesthetic since my senior year of high school.
That's your art.
It is.
Oh, cool. That's nice.
Them big smacking ass hearts over there.
That's from high school though, right?
Yeah, from high school, man. I was.
I look at some of my art like, okay, that was nice.
Now I'll ask you. I think it's ass, but I just wanted to
yeah,
take
But
it, man.
somebody one day might find that and pay or resell it for $1 million.
And shit, they better call you.
Sambo
Put my
rapper.
shit to the NFT so on the
Literally.
open seas.
MC Sambo.
I will never downplay
Wah, wah,
anybody's
wah, wah.
art unless it's a
Sambo Lamar.
banana stuck to a wall.
Is that a real thing?
Yep.
Yeah,
So-
people pay they didn't pay a whole bunch of money for that shit.
It was like $150,000. It was
That's
at
crazy,
Art
man.
Basel. They
What?
had like a banana duct taped to a wall, and it was like, it had to. I think it was $150,000.
Because somebody
I
came
would
in
like
here,
to go to Art
somebody
Basel
white
one
said,
day.
"That's art.
I'm not doing this right.
I'm buying it."
Question.
I have a question. Now
I can tape a lot of shit. to
I
the
got
wall.
a couple more questions left, but you mentioned Art Basel. Fire. It seemed like an amazing place to be. What does it take to get your art into that particular event?
You gotta know people.
Connections.
Yes, right here. You already know.
Is that? I thought it was like black artists.
It's a mix of both.
Okay.
I personally think you have to know people or be endorsed by whoever gave you some money on Instagram or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
One
Okay.
day I'm probably going to get there on accident. That's how majority of things happen for me.
For sure. Hey, it's
That's
gonna
tight.
be a
I like
fire
that.
ass moment.
Just worked out for me. It's kind of how it happened.
It just
Pretty
happened. With that being said, what is the pinnacle of success look like for you?
Pinnacle of
artist.
success. Owning multiple studios in like different locations
Okay.
and making sure my mom can retire somewhere sunny. That's all.
That's
Sun
real.
With the eyes on it.
Huh?
Said the sun with the eyes on it.
Pretty much.
Going.
Yeah,
Feel me?
that's beautiful. Round of applause for Shady, man, for
Thanks.
kicking with us, man. What an amazing interview.
Quality.
You tell everybody where so we can actually check out Shady's work in real time right now for the month of March. Shout out to Women's History Month.
Do you have
Shout
that
out to
address
Shady.
readily available where they can go?
Huh?
The address for the Wandering Through the Shade?
Oh yes. It's 1,000 words. Indy. On Instagram. It's a black-owned gallery. Let's get an actual address.
You watch Bel Air, Shady?
I started the first episode and I was like,
That paywall hit you. Oh, y'all want $5 for this? Y'all
I was
wildin'.
like, okay. I'll catch you next month.
Yes.
I gotta
feel
cut
it.
off Disney
I bought it
or
immediately. I
something.
had to have it.
Fuck
What's
Carlton.
the address?
Didn't you just have it pulled up?
This is it right here. I'll tell you. 3328 North 10th Street, Suite C.
Yes.
1,000 words.
We having a wind down Wednesday, so come.
Wow.
drink
So it's an
wine.
event this week, man. Make sure y'all pull up on Shady. Check out Shady's artwork. It's beautiful. It's amazing. It really is soothing and it's bright. I love bright colors, man.
And she's good
So-
people.
And she's good people. Make sure you check that out and cop something.
Most people from out East are.
For sure, man.
Mm-hmm.
And where can everybody cop if say, I can't make that event, where can I cop
I think that's true.
It is.
pieces online?
You would have to email me actually.
Okay.
No DMs.
No DMs. Email me at paintwithshady@gmail.com.
Let me know you're serious.
I'm sure people don't follow them rules.
They do. Now they do, cause I be ignoring people.
Damn.
Yeah, I think I remember her saying no DM or something like that. You knew it.
Yeah, you knew.
You just tried to ignore it.
So get out of there.
DMs are bad.
Scram.
My
Get
DMs
out
are
of
nuts.
there, man.
I bet the DM game is crazy now. It's just
I'm
probably
sure it's
Sure, it's a
ridiculous.
dark place.
Niggas
It's like
slide
you
in
don't
there
see
and
art here. What are you trying to?
He said, nah, we ain't looking at the
He
art.
said, I do see art.
It's not what I came
Right.
here for.
Yeah, I saw art.
too.
Oh my goodness.
I bet niggas just come on, guys.
I hear some of the best pickup lines in my DMs though.
But don't none of them work?
No.
Nah.
Then you get one, you was like, baby.
Clever, but I said no DM.
It was a blue check mark. I was like,
Oh,
Blue checks, let's go.
Clever, but I said no DMs.
Yeah.
You said you got to email me. All right. Man, round of applause for Shady, man, for being here, man. See, this is episode 12. Shout out to Women's History Month. Make
Thank
sure
you,
y'all
guys.
go and make your way. We definitely going to make our way there. The gallery's open Monday through Friday, correct? Those are the hours?
by appointment Monday through Sunday, actually.
Got you.
But if I'm having an event there, like the wind down, you can come. It's from 6 to 10. And at the end of the month, I'm actually having a closing ceremony on the 25th from 6 to 10.
Okay.
So come check it out. Come talk to me.
Yeah, check
Each
what day
piece
that
has
is.
a story
You
that's
already know how
pretty
I get
funny.
down. I got to pull my
Gotcha.
calendar up. Pull up my
Everybody
palm,
pull up,
pilot.
man. Make sure you
it's,
look out for the
it's
mural
25th?
on Butler's
Yeah.
campus.
Oh,
Also, make sure you check
not
out
your
the
name.
mural
Don't
on
stop
South
it, though.
Reading as well.
That's
might
an
try- I
exclusive.
might try
Nobody
to-
knows that.
Yeah.
No one knows
Shout out
that.
to the PreGame
March one, they might
podcast.
be
Shout out to
You know we love them.
You gotta hurry home.
We appreciate you. Another round of applause for Shady, man. Thank you.
Hey,
so
man,
much.
my hands hurt,
I
nigga.
know, bro. I'm just saying.
All the flowers.
All right, let's move on.
Next.
Next.